Hey, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Couriers Lounge. My name is Alicia Bent Foster, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing the one and only Kadiana Francis. She is the owner of LO7 Logistics Service. Hey, Kadiana, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Alisa. How are you? You make me so excited. But yes,
I am so excited.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much for making the time. It's been a long time coming, not
Yes,
true?
it's overdue. Yes. And since you're the inspiration behind it, you know it's long overdue.
Definitely. So let's get into things. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions, I want to get a feel of what your mindset was like when you were starting and who you are, like outside of the shipping company and everything, who you are. So I want you to just tell us who Kadiana is outside of business. Like, who are you? Wife, mom, anything you want to tell us.
Well, most definitely, I'm a God-fearing individual. I'm a mom, I'm a boy mom. So you know that you have to be tough and resilient when it comes to a boy. I am very jovial. I find the least things that you think wouldn't be funny, very funny. I'm self-motivated. I'm a go-getter. And I personally definitely believe in growth and development. So I'm always looking for an opportunity to grow and challenge myself. And Alicia, for me, my main word is integrity. And in everything I do, I try to put integrity. But, apart from that, I'm a fun-loving individual.
Okay, okay. So you said you're a boy mom. You only have one child?
Yes, I only have one child, but I have 10 children in one child.
Sounds interesting. Okay, so do you have a business background? Is this your first business or did you have a business before?
No, I'm a Jamaican, and part of our Jamaican heritage is always, I'm just going to use the word hustling. So I have done many business before. So like doing buying and selling, that is the number one thing, ignoring, buying and selling. And I also used to cook and sell as well.
Okay, okay. That not bad.
Mhm.
So when did you realize that you wanted to start a shipping company? Or like what made that light bulb go off in your head?
I got introduced to the online space last year and trying the digital marketing aspect of it, it wasn't cutting it for me, right? And Alicia, I saw her made a post. I saw you made a post. Start where you are. I always wanted to do a shipping company because I have a daughter that she's my adopted daughter, graduate from Maritime Institute. And I told her that when you leave school, we're going to start a shipping company. But I've been thinking about the fancy things, having a location, big logo on door, expense and all of that. And I saw you bringing this into OUP. Well, I have to use the opportunity to big up OEP still, how to start a shipping company without a physical location. I saw it, but the doubt creeping in your mind, and you say, no, Sam, me need one place. And again, I saw you made a post on social media with some little package that states start where you are. And I pitched the idea to my supporters. I have a lot of those. And I pitch it and they're like, start man, but they don't come again. And I went to my bed one morning and I call you one night and I call you and say, Alicia, I'm going to start, give me the little information that I need to start where I am. So that phrase did resonate on me.
I am so, so, so happy to hear that. And some time ago, and this is why we have to be careful the things we put out on social media, because when I was putting out that, I probably wasn't thinking not too tough, but you would have seen it, gotten inspiration from it, and I'm humbled.
Yeah, start where you are with the little bags them one side. I remember it vividly. And I sent it when I sent it to my significant other. And he said, get the information where you need to start where you are. And I call you.
All right. So outside of you saying that when your daughter left school, you wanted to start a shipping company, what was the reason behind that specific type of business? Did you have any experience with yourself being a shopper and getting things from overseas? Were you having
Yes.
challenges? Like why that specific kind of business?
Yes, I am a shopper and I shop for persons long before this. I'm a shopper and some of the time the glitches that I've encountered make me want to do it and do it better. You understand? So that was one of my main reasons. And then I travel as well and I got the opportunity to see some warehouses and I have friends living abroad close to some warehouses too. And I'm always saying that you need to get one of these, so we can angle also. But I did not have the knowledge and what it took to start it. And OEP provided me with that opportunity. They have
All
this
right.
saying that knowledge is power, but knowledge is power when you know to apply the knowledge.
That is so true. Is the application that is the power, not just the knowledge.
No.
But all right. So, as somebody who never knew how to start, what were some of the things that you had to learn in order to get started? And when did you officially get started?
Well, some of the things that I had to learn was provided to me in OEP, so the information was in one place, so I didn't have to went all over Jamaica or buy an additional course to get it. So I needed to know what was a freight forwarder, how to get my business registered, and logos and stuff like that. Everything is provided in OEP. So a step-by-step ABC guide was there. So it was like following the particular step. And what I love most about it is that the owner made herself so available. So, she was like a directory. Boop, boop, you reach a stage, you don't know what to do. She was there to provide guidance. And for me, it's because she know that I work late nights, she responded to the message, and that is something that I really respect and admire about her. Some of the time I don't expect a response, but it comes at that particular hour, and I do appreciate the guide that is put in this platform for us busy people. One place I learned the step by step. Register a business, get your logo, get your funded, connect with a freight forwarder, and back-to-back meetings. Some of the times I don't have the time to go on these, but they are recorded and are there for you to access at your own convenient time.
When did you get started and how did
I
you
got
feel? Hold
I
on
got
one sec.
started.
Give me, so when did you get started? How did you feel when everything was set up? So your website and everything was set up and then your first shipment.
I got started on February 4th. My first shipment coming from my friends who were always encouraging me to do this. So I had to test the waters before I opened the door publicly. So I got started on February 4th. And even when you started, doubt still creeps in. But thank God I pushed through that hurdle, and it has been a tremendous journey for me. Nothing that I've experienced or expected.
What was one of the biggest challenge that you faced?
Marketing. Marketing. That is my challenge. I need to market and get out of my comfort zone and start to use up technology and social media more, because my customers comes in by organic, by just walking and advertising. But social media give you a wider range. Marketing is my challenge and using up social media.
So how do you, oh, you said most of your customers come organic. Okay.
Organic.
All right. So now that you have started your shipping company, how has your life changed in terms of like routine, in terms of responsibility? What do you now have to do that you didn't have to do?
You have to get up. You have to get up to please those customers. You can't lay back. Once you lay back, your customers are going to complain. You have to set up a routine You have to get up in the mornings. I start my business from overtime because you gain the knowledge. That is one of the things. You gain the knowledge and the skill to operate your back office. So once I see the status of the shipment, I know that it is going to be at the warehouse at a particular day. I start sending out my memo, organizing yourself and your routine, and it helps fight procrastination as well. So I start from overnight. You have to get up and get go, organize your day. Because remember, we don't have a physical location. So your customers, you don't determine who shop or ship with you at that particular time from your customer base. So you have to communicate. Sometimes I have my customer coming from Westmoreland, Betheltown. So you have to give them a head start as to your point where you will be and how they will get their packages.
Do you consider not having a physical location to be a pro or a con?
For me at this present time, it is a pro. It is a pro, not a con for me. For me,
Expound.
all right, let me expound. Persons are changing. Yes, you'll have persons that want to come and show that they're collecting a lot of packages, but you also have persons that do not want to leave their houses. And that is one of the things that I grab on. I try to find those customers who are at work, especially in the free zone area, where they got a 1 hour lunch break and sometimes they leave the shipping company might close. So I take it to them. And I find I used to work in the zone, so I use that as well. I take it to them and I do delivery as far as Rose Rosal. And I love going out there because I will have quite a few customers because I do charge for delivery. You understand? So some people don't want to leave their place and they want their package. They want the Amazon effect.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
yeah. So Amazon is leveraging on that. So I have to as well. So I take it to them.
That's a good service to have because, like me now, I'm a homebody. So if
Yeah,
somebody could
man.
deliver something to me, oh my,
Yes.
that would make a
Most
world of
people,
difference.
most people are like that. So I capitalize on that aspect.
All right. So in terms of since you've been doing business and everything, one, have you had a disgruntled customer, or two, have you had any experience that was a little bit disappointed or made you feel down in spirit, like any little inconvenience or something?
All right. In the beginning, you know that you're starting, so your capital is not heavy. So one other thing that I've learned, it is not a taxi service. Even though I operate express service, some customers sign up with you just to ship with you, not for an express service. So the time may not be convenient for them to collect their packages. Some of my customer wait until they get paid. That is exactly how it is. And I understand that. But me, in the first half, no. I collected the packages and I wanted the money the same time. And that wasn't the case. So that was a drawback for me and a learning experience to know that I was not operating a taxi service, pick up and drop off. I'm operating a business and you have different type of customers. So that was really my drawback as it relates to disgruntled customers. I try to develop a communication with my customers. The real-time update is crucial. So I try to ensure that once I see a shipment, I reach out directly. I put on a plan on my phone, a 28-day plan on my phone, and I'm calling my customer from the day before. If I see where there is a delay, because the freight forwarder that I use is very efficient. So if there is a delay, she's gonna send an email sometime midnight after 3. I get up and I copy and I send that to my customers in that shipment. So they know that there will be a delay.
Okay. Good customer service always,
Yes.
quell certain things that a customer might, get disgruntled about.
I, and I
Get
have to add, and I have to add this. Some customers are different, Alicia. You and I know that persons edit invoices. And I remember one particular customer edit an invoice, not having the knowledge that she edit the invoice and not having the knowledge as well as that certain brand places send their invoices into the packages. I didn't know that. certain brand place, Fashion Nova, Victoria's Secret, you cannot edit those invoices. They send invoices into the package. And she was adamant that she wasn't paying the duties. And guess what? I reach out to the freight forwarders and they send me the invoice in the package and I sent it to her. You understand? I sent it to her and she had to pay it because she was adamant that the price was correct.
Wow.
Yeah, and a next experience, business and communication is just not as simple as it seems. I was away for a week and the customer sent in our invoice because that is something that I preach. Because places have sale, business, big brand place have sale, Amazon have promotion, so you might get a price drop. She did snip her price drop, she snip everything and she sent it to me. But because I didn't have a backup to update the backend of the office. The customer send our invoice, the package clear, and custom apply a duty. I have to take that charge. I have to clear the
Yep.
package.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So
Yep.
that also teach me that no man is an island. So I
Right.
started to teach my son the back end because you don't want everybody in your back end, That's the profitability. You don't want to expose it. So I start to teach my son the back end and to send the invoices to the freight forwarders.
But question, how old is your son?
My son is 16.
All right. So you said he started in February, so that means it would have been in operation while he's going to school. Like, is that something? Is it? I don't know. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, my mom own a shipping company. So to me, in my head, that's a big deal.
It's a
What's his
big deal.
response like to it? Does he
Or
ship with you? Does his friends support you? How does that go?
uh-uh. My son is one of those persons who is asocial. My son don't do crowd. My son is one of those persons that is very antisocial. If I give him a flyer and say, no, mommy, please, please don't give me this, please. He's not that type. So he's a bit different, but I learned to accept his personality.
Okay, understood. So in
Yeah.
terms of other family members, though, like, do they
Uh,
support your business? What's their response? Outside of friends, because I know you said you had persons
yes,
who were encouraging you, but like
yes.
family members, do they support? Are they happy, excited? How did they respond?
Yes, my family members are excited. And the thing about is that I am the one who's always doing the online purchases for them. So you know where that business is going to go. So once they have something to get, they just send it over to me because that is one of the service that we offer at LO7. You cannot do it, no problem. We just charge you a rate to shop. Because the
I,
bank does charge you.
right,
So,
yeah.
so I just charge a rate to the goods.
All right, so tell me where you are located or where you operate from, and what are the services that you provide outside of just shipping for customers?
Okay, some of the services that we provide is door-to-door deliveries in and around Cornwall Courts and also workplace delivery. All right, as well. And I do offer barrel service. I got my first couple of barrels last week. I was so excited. Don't get any boxes yet. Door to door. And that is also a learning curve as well, Alicia. So, yes. And I'm located in Cornwall Courts, Montego Bay, but most of my drop point free delivery in Fairview, Montego Bay, and downtown KFC if you don't want me to bring it to your doorstep. And superb, top tier customer service and real-time updates.
Wow, congratulations. Congratulations on your first set of barrel. And
Yes.
I know this is probably a lot of talking for you, but
No,
I
man,
mean,
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
okay,
trying
all
to
right,
make
good.
sure that I don't talk too much because you know me already.
Okay, so what's one of the most surprising things that you've learned since you started this business? Like something that say, really? You know?
Yeah, I didn't know. Let me tell you something, Alisa. I did not know that I could start this business. I'm still coming to term. It was when I go through the program, your program it was so surprising to know that this is the way how to do it. So the information to start was the surprising aspect for me. Going through the phases are learning curves, things that I don't know because, like all the custom duties, the Asikuda stuff, I'm still learning that aspect of this business because there is more to it. And customers are very tricky. Not everybody is honest. Some persons are buying stuff and sending their cards, credit cards into peanut butter and stuff like that. So that is a curve that I also encountered as well. And learning the ban items and stuff like that as well.
So through the good, the bad, and the indifference, how do you feel now? I mean, you had the doubts then. Do you still have moments when you're feeling doubtful? Have you ever felt like you wanted to throw in the towel, or are you feeling like, man, I wish I started this sooner?
I wish I started this sooner, but nothing beat God and His timing because you were supposed to bring the information to me. I strongly believe that God made people for you, and you are one of them. You bring the information to my doorstep in my bedroom. I didn't go there and get it. So, no, I just wish I started sooner, but apart from that, it's a learning curve and learning to handle the different aspect of the business.
All right, so from February till now, I don't know if you have, figures or estimation. Do you have an idea how many customers you have signed up, how
Of
many
course,
packages you've cleared?
of
What's
course.
that growth like?
From February till now, I am at 527 packages. I've just got some additional customer last week, so I'm at 105 customers.
Wow. If you
Mhm.
were on television, you'd have seen my eye open a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah. And no,
500.
yeah, no, no. Listen, me man, you see, let me tell you, girl, I what is for you cannot be on for you. I've tried many business things. I'm still have some more on paper with me I go do. But I want this seed to germinate properly because I'm a baby courier. You understand? I'm a baby and I'm coming in and I want to do it properly. So I'm watering this one before I venture out into my next opportunities that I am going to do. What is for you cannot be on for you. When I started February, there's not a single week that I don't go out to collect packages. Davian sent me a bill the other day and I was like, why me get this bill? I shipped 200 on a package in the month. Because you get a 15 cent per bill, per
Right.
package. You
Yeah.
understand? It can't be nobody else but God. You know? What is for you will be for you.
That is just simply amazing, Kadian. And I want to take the time
No,
out to say
remember,
congrats.
I
I remember when you were
remember.
at 100, and just the other day you were at
Yeah,
100.
yeah. But listen, you're somebody that I admire, and I always tell you, yeah, continue doing what you're doing. You do it genuinely. Yeah, and people will come at you, but I am so thankful that I get to be in a space with you. And you never itch to share the knowledge. I I remember there are days when you get exhausted, because when you work and do this, it pulls you a lot. So, and I remember you said, send me your business information and you're ready. You make a jingle. I mean, I'm full of water, but you're not going to understand. I am not that technological girl, but you are, and you look out for your people them. And I admire that about you, and that is what make you a charismatic leader and continue to do that. I know this is about shipping, but it is actually very true. And I'm not the only one who feel that way about you.
Thank
What's
you
she
so much,
done?
Katie. I'm there.
Yeah,
I
but
am
it's
here.
true. I remember when you called me one at the time because I'm in the digital space. And I was like, oh God, I can't bother with this. I can't bother with the live. I can't bother with this. And you called me and said, girl, I can't wait for you to start make some money. Me can't wait for you to start boss. Me and boss Alicia. See
To
ya.
God be the glory.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm so happy. Okay, so outside of the incident that you said you were away for a week and the stuff with not updating the invoice and stuff, have you made any other quote unquote mistake in the business since you started?
Not yet. You know how life is. Not yet. But that was my biggest blunder. 'Cause you don't want to give away the little profit, man. Because you have to pay for the custom duty. And it was an ear, and the ear cost $300. But she had a discount on it and invoice and everything. You understand? And the girl ear value what? $94? Everything
Wow.
was there. So, I had to pay the duties and I had to give her here and I tell her. And I tell her about it and she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I am sorry. But she don't give back no money. She did send in her invoice. But that was my biggest thing. And let me tell you, oh, one more thing, Alicia. You have to find the time to update the backend. The backend is not something walk over. And your customers, I will go out there and make my deliveries, right? Give my customers collect them money, then transfer them money as well. And me no come back home and update the people them things. Customer wants to see them back end with zero balance. So I have to learn to make sure that I update each shipment every night. Customer wants to see them package them account zero because they pay their money. And sometime with the busyness of life, you will forget to do it.
So tell us what a typical day, especially a day when you're, so you can give us a day when you're going to the warehouse and a day when you're not going to the warehouse.
On a
What is
day,
a day in your life looking like?
on a day like today, I'm not going to the warehouse. I like to go into the back end, close out the invoices, send my customers, thank you. Yes, there's something that we learn in OEP, email marketing. Yes, so for the particular shipment that I close out, I like to send them a little thank you and looking forward to doing more business with you. You understand? So I do back end and accounting. Accounting is crucial because remember, you're a baby courier. This business is fluctuating and it's lucrative and you don't determine when your customers shop. Customers shop on impulses, holiday, and back to school right now is one of the biggest things for us. You understand? They're getting their things offline. So I have to be on top of the game in the back office. So on a regular day now, going in, I try to close out the chores at home, regular chores, before I touch the warehouse. I started a communication with the persons at the warehouse. Once I know everything is clear, I ask her to scan my packages so I can just run and pick up and go make my delivery. And people are important. I know people always have issues with people, but not me. I try to fight it good. I have a friend at Fairview. I leave some packages with her, and I can't stay at Fairview when I have the Iron Shore, the Rosal, and the airport drop. You understand? So I leave them with her. My customer from Benton to Chester Castle, they come in and just go collect them packages, and rave the thing out our car back. Yeah. So
How
busy.
are you still have a 9 to 5, right?
Yes, in the evening.
Okay, so how it doesn't really, your business doesn't really come in, it doesn't
No,
affect you having a
flexibility.
9 to 5?
Flexibility. Because I try
Okay.
to do everything within the from 8 to 3 p.m. I give my time to the other organization.
Okay. I love that you said that you send a thank you.
Yes, you have to. Pe- people like communication and like pretty little things. I have to. You understand? People have option and choices. I remember I'm at the ATM and one of my customer come up to me and say, like, I really appreciate how I get my package. And somebody else was in the line and she was like saying, yeah, I want to ship with you. And when I tell her the price per pound, she was like, wait, really? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for 900 per pound. I charge 900 per pound when I pay $400 per pound. And I tell her, give me a chance. And I sign her up on the spot. I don't see she ship yet. I sign her up though. People have options, but when people choose you, you have to keep those people in your net. Their feedback is what bringing in more customers most of the time.
That is so true. And it's funny that you said that because I was going to ask you what are person's reaction to your prices. And sometimes a lot of shipping company will start up and they're like, oh, this person is charging 400, this person is charging 500. And I've been saying to them that pricing is not the only way that you can compete with somebody or have a competitive advantage. It can be the service that you offer.
No
So
man is a service.
generally speaking, do you get a lot of persons who are like, no, I'm not gonna use that service because of the price, or you have persons who once they realize how quick they can get it, they don't mind.
That is it. I try when I made the first set of flyers, that is a blunder as well. I did not put express on it. That one word make a hell of a difference. You understand? That one word make a hell of a difference. So when I reprint again, as I said, marketing is my challenge. I put express on it. And they started to query that, oh, express it is. And the freight forwarders over, so make we look good because then come in very fast. So I have to pay for that service to bring it to me at this speed. So when persons complain about the pricing and I go in depth and I speak to them about it, I pay for an express service. So I have to charge an express price. And I always use this. Yes, you have shipping companies say that you get it on the Monday, and but you have to leave, pay a fare and stuff like that. I bring it to you. So you pay for that service. Even buying a jackfruit, I like jackfruit, just using an example. Buying jackfruit, if the person pick it out, you pay a different price. Service is important and you have to
Precisely.
pay for service.
That is
So
so true.
yeah,
All right, all right, all right. So far, so good. I'm loving the gems that you're dropping here and there. And I know that, some newbie couriers are going to be listening to this interview. And so my question to you is, what advice would you give to somebody who is, just about to get started? They're about to get started. They probably don't have a lot of support from friends or family, but they strongly believe that this is something that they want to do. How would you advise them?
I'm just going to use this phrase, start where you are. But however, listen, stay in Shipyard Network. The owner will always be providing advice, encouragement, and information. Do not lose the momentum. And if you do, come back in Shipyard for the momentum. Follow the group because there are information there for you. And she also have a program that's called Productivity Day, where she hold you accountable for what you are supposed to do. So start where you are. Stay motivated. Do not listen to the noise of the market. Do not watch an X-Man thing. Start where you are and focus on your business. Stay in Shipyard. Information is there for you that you don't need to go anywhere. And if you do have a question, message your owner, she going to respond.
All right. And if you could start over again, what would you have done differently?
Honestly, marketing, I would have go on a rigorous marketing thing, get my 3D animation up and take it to that net level. It is marketing. For me, it is marketing. And marketing never stop because you have a million competitors out there. Is how you present yourself that makes the difference. I have some
That is true.
customers out there who don't know that they're going to ship with me yet. So I need to market.
So when you give out your flyers, how do you give them out? And where? Like if I don't know if you take public
All
transportation,
right.
but
No
tell us
public
about that.
transportation at the moment. Listen to me now and listen. So I started giving out my flyers at like supermarket and stuff like that. And I realized like, oh, I get like negativity. So you know what? I need to do this different. I attack my community. That's one. I started to go door to door in Cornwall courts. The next thing I do is I I go down to the market. A lot of market people wants to shop online, but they don't know how to. So I visit the market. I try to visit place where you think persons are not. So like some little Sheen basket and stuff like that, me show my market people them and I may buy them and ship them. So that is one area. Yes, me go off my cart and wait till the people them come out and me give them two flyers. Yeah, I just saw it said, Alicia. But I try to visit area where a lot of persons think that they shouldn't go. Church as well. Them church girl are hot, you know, girl.
Yes, yes, yes. Them at for true. Them nice little hat we
Yeah.
catch on upon them head we come from Sheen.
Yeah. So and one of my aspect is one of my thing that I write down. I must get some business person to ship with LO7. Business persons.
Yes, I was in the Telegram group the other day and I saw somebody posted that she just by the way, Kadiana, will you be exploring China logistics?
I need to, Alicia. A customer asked me about it, you know. You think me ever tell this your customer not yet? I said, sure, I have a warehouse in China.
Okay, I feel like you do good there, but like you say, you want the business customer because you know it kind of. But then, so let me tell you what I saw in the group. I don't know if you had seen it. A girl, well, I don't know if it's a girl, a courier
Hmm.
posted that she just made quarter mil, 250,000 on a shipment from China. And she was saying, guys, this is why it is important to pour back money in your business
Yeah.
because you never know when somebody is going to come with a big shipment.
Yes, my love, that happened to me, Alicia. I want to give you this joke. So, you know, you did and you start, you know, and you get a customer, right? I know that he has his vehicle and stuff like that. And he sent it by Air Express. Oh, when we clear the package, it was 100,000 to clear the package. I'm like, my business just starting at Alipo. Just start. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God Almighty. I know he don't have a problem paying his money, you know, because he's that type of person. But I am like, me have to make two call and empty the rest of saving place them get for clearing package because that was only one package that has a custom duty on it. Other packages have it too. For that entire shipment, girl, I end up paying about 200,000.
All right, so my question to you is, and I normally give a recommendation for petty cash, but I always tell them that based on how much marketing you're doing and who you're attracting, you may need more. For somebody who would have gone through the process, what is a good amount of petty cash you would say that a business can start with? Because I normally say like a 20, but depending on how you are marketing, what would your
Depend
figure be?
Depending on how you're marketing for real and if you encounter the business facility, you need at least 150. I'm not telling you no, Andrew.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man, trust me. There is all dependence on your marketing still, you know. Because as you said, the person say, you don't know when. You see my shipment tomorrow, I want my biggest shipment. And I just didn't know.
So, all right, you
I
said
don't
you
know
you
when.
You mentioned bookkeeping and stuff, saying that it is an essential
It
part.
is
As
essential,
and
very.
I've seen where you also refer to yourself as a baby courier. So in terms of making profit, how do you handle your profit? Because a lot of person feel like, yeah, man, I make a 20K today, so I can go buy here or go. How do
No,
you
no, no,
handle
no.
your
All right,
profit and
guess what?
pour back?
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? When I was doing experience carry little knowledge. When I was doing the kitchen, you know, girl, I make a little profit. Me swear, say me rich, you know, girl. But I didn't know I wasn't making any money. You understand? Until I started to doing the bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is crucial. So when you make a profit now, quite even now, I make profit last week. I can't take a cent out of it to do anything. No, because the shipment were coming in are 4 laptops. You understand? So you have to pour back into the business. But what I try to do as a little Jamaican partner, at the end of the week, I try to throw a partner from my profit. I throw a 10-week partner from my profits. So in 10 weeks, I know that at least I'll have $250,000 when me know say me save different from what I pour back in to the business.
That's smart.
Yeah, man, I experience, man. Cause when we did have the little kitchen there, man. Just a buy, 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 buy. But this one, you cannot buy. As my turkey, the person from what shipping from China tell you, you don't know. So all of my profit, most of my profit go back into clearing goods. I just thank God that I could clear the goods without borrowing any money.
So do you have a desire to eventually have a physical location one? And if you do have the desire, would you still offer the services that you do now in terms of delivery?
Yes, it is an advantage delivery. But honestly, let me be honest with you. You see, the mobile courier thing right now, it works. So, what I would consider is, I'm not even thinking about a physical, is put on a roof up on my top and call it a warehouse.
What do you mean, like go on top of your house, on top of
Yes,
your
and
building?
just yes,
Okay.
and call it a warehouse, but the courier business does work. Listen, when you do have a physical location, you have to. I'm creeping. I'm not jumping yet. Um, you have to think about your over expenses. I look into other businesses, as well, Alicia, with that require physical location. And to get a building where traffic is, people need parking, people need to know that it's a quick and go. Nobody not going to want to go anywhere where they're afraid. I'm living in Montego Bay. Let me put that out there. And having a courier business, you cannot think about upstairs if you do not have the manpower to bring the packages up as well. So looking at a flat downstairs, you're looking at about roughly about 100,000 for rent. Plus that you're going to need staff because you alone cannot do it. No man is an island. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, that's sucking into a lot of profit.
Yeah. So when me spend the profit and deck like a piece of room up the top and call it a warehouse.
So do you think so you think or so are you thinking that probably eventually you may need to like get like a bigger vehicle then because you know the more your
No,
customer
you're
base grows.
talking. No, you're talking. That is what I'm looking into. Because the other day, I gotta share this. All right. This customer tells me that she uses sea freight. She, she tells me that she's shipping in tables. I drive a Vit. Not a Vit, a underfit. Underfit. Just imagine a underfit. She's shipping in some tables. So I say, what sizes are the table? So she tell me, so she shipping four at the table. And I say, girl, I'll let me drop the back seat. Me have to leave some of the package them and come back. So I do definitely need a bigger vehicle. So that is the aspiration to get a bigger vehicle, not a physical location at the moment.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Hmm.
There is one question that I had, but mighty question come out of my head, girl.
Think about it.
Oh, the question come out of my head. Mm-mm. All right, so we were talking about getting a physical location. And we talk about vehicle. One figure pay. Boy, I don't know. I can't remember a question. And it's a good question. It's a good question. I don't remember what the question is. But all in all, I remember now. Have you met anyone from OEP or shipyard whenever you go to the warehouse? Have you met anyone in person? What was the exchange like? Because if you meet them, it would mean that they're also a mobile courier. Is it, what is it like if you've ever met any?
I haven't had the opportunity to meet none as yet. None in physical.
Oh,
None. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. No problem. Well, Miss Katie and Francis, it has been such a pleasure to, hear your story, hear your journey, boy. I feel like if I check you back by September, October,
Man,
there are
get me
about
back by then, man. Because
1,000 packages. I have to give you, I probably have to go make an award. Have to make an
yeah.
award.
529. Every time I see it, I say, this have to be God. This
Mm,
have to be God. So, as I say, Alisa, you don't determine when your customers shop. So it is just they trust in you why they would want to use your service. You don't determine it. So what I want to do is up my marketing skills because, man, I tell you, Christmas people do shop online. Christmas season.
And
Up my
Christmas season need money to clear.
I know. So you know what I mean? Yeah, up my marketing thing, get my thing out there more, you know? And that's it. Give God thanks because at the end of the day, man, nobody but God. I cannot believe it. I even when I go into the warehouse and I deliver in my packages, because uniform, I stop wearing people clothes now. Let me tell you that. Only when I go in somewhere, I get my uniform. And my uniform alone, me I wear. How me for wear Puma? Puma is a brand that me I advertise now, my love. Me I start make my clothes them in a all fashion and something LO7. My buckle have it on. My car have it on. Me I push my brand now, my love, my dear.
That's exactly. And your business name is so unique, by the way. Is there a meaning behind the LO7?
Yes. Legacy Orion 7. I have done the online space before and I've learned so much that no one going to want to call a big long name anymore. And I wanted to leave a legacy. Why Orion is resilient. It's a Greek warrior. Seven, majestical number. And the LO7 is so short. LO7. Quick on the lips of people. Very quick. So that is also a little thing that I learned in the online space. It must be short and spicy. The logistic on it, once you see the logistic, you know that it's Courier. But LO7, resilient,
I love
legacy.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Kadiana, I almost don't want to go, but
I
I
do
want to
understand.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to have this session with me. I wish you all the very best
I know
in
you
this
do.
business. I can only present the information, but like you said, it's the implementation of the
The
information that is
implementation.
power. And I'm just so grateful that you have taken the necessary steps to, have a successful business. And it's just up from here. So congrats again.
Thank you for the opportunity to do it
No
from my home.
problem.
I'm working in my bedroom at the moment. Can you imagine? Can you
Oh
imagine
my.
that? You know, I'm on the road with my laptop, just a battery pack, and you know that
Mhm.
hunting season is right there, and I'm hunting, and I'm taking my laptop and my work.
That is
Well,
it. That is
yeah.
it.
Thank you for the opportunity as well. And for me to you, continue doing what you're doing. Um, your blessing is gonna be very big. Thank you for the opportunity and the knowledge to let me know I could do this from my home
You
under
are
the physical location. Very crucial.
you are most welcome. And everyone, thank you so much for watching this interview. Our guest was Kadiana Francis, owner of LO7 Logistics Services. And meet us again here next time for the next episode of Couriers Live.